Hey Internet, my name is Abby and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program on Wings. We are here back with our Eve expedition, or better only with our Gilly Lander and the interplanetary stage, and now it's time to think about returning the Gilly Lander back to the surface. I was thinking a little bit about this, and currently I like to test or to try to land the thing with the RCS space tug attached to it, and I hope the thing won't flip over because, well, it's a little bit top heavy, but I hope the thing will be a success. So at first let me retract the ladder, and then as the next thing, what is this? I think it's still the 100th episode probe, right? No, it's a science station. Down there's a science station. We are currently 71 kilometers away from the science station. This is pretty cool. And then I was thinking about, because I found out that I had not stored a science data from space around Eve in my Eve lander, and this is a little bit problematic because, well, I haven't finished now this contract, but I like to do this, and in order to complete this contract, I think I will keep this interplanetary stage in space or in orbit around Kerbin, and I will attach at some point another probe, or, well, only a thingy with an antenna and some kind of experiment to attach to it, and I will dock this to it, and then I will use this interplanetary stage to fly it back to Eve, do an experiment, and then I will let the thing crash down to the surface of Eve, or, well, let it disintegrate in the atmosphere of Eve. So yeah, this is my idea, and in this case I will just land this lower part here, and when this was a success, then, well, the thing will remain there in orbit, and later on we will attach a science compartment to this with a small antenna so that we can transmit it. Then as soon as we do have a next Eve launch window, I think currently, yeah, this will take some time. Eve has to do almost, well, will take really some time. Eve has to be somewhere in this position compared to, or relative to Kerbin, so that we are, yeah, a little bit ahead of Eve. So this will take some time, but as soon as this has happened, we will launch the thing up again to Eve. And here, okay, enough of talking. I want at first, in order to prepare this, my Kerbin periapsis is at 140 kilometers. Let me set here a maneuver node, because there I like to lower my apoapsis, that I am in a circular orbit. This will help me later on for the launch of my science compartment for this interplanetary stage, that I'm able to dock this to it and to have a rendezvous. Okay, 26 seconds before this, let me turn retrograde, so that I can reduce my apoapsis. I think I will just do it from the orbital map and follow the change there. Okay, let me... Okay, like now, and now... Oh, I need to extend the nav ball. Let's throttle up, and the apoapsis is decreasing. Very good. I like to have these numbers. Can I? Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for this. And now the numbers are decreasing. And yeah, so I'm aiming for a more or less circular orbit. And 140... Okay, let's cut it right now. 141 by 139. This is good enough. This is circular enough. And yeah, with this we are now stored up here. I will then bring also a little bit fuel up there to refuel a little bit the interplanetary stage, but I think we do have enough fuel to use the thing and to bring it up to Eve again, because it doesn't need to return. We just need to transmit some data. And yeah, okay, then we do have some fuel left in this lower fuel tank. This is good, because I think I will need the small engine to slow down the last few meters with the descent of my parachute, or on my parachute. Okay, now we need to do the next preparation for our deorbit burn. Again, I like to try to land as close as possible to Kerbal Space Center, because I haven't developed yet the airplane I like to create at some point to try out to recover a spacecraft, land it somewhere on the surface of Kerbin and bring it back to Kerbal Space Center so that I get the full reward for the recovery. But yeah, we will see. Now it's time to decouple the node, and we can now at first open our fuel tanks. Okay. Is this fuel tank open? Yes, okay. Then we can start to drift away. Very nice. I think for the purpose that we are not running out of charge, I should extend my solar panels. Okay, well done. And then I can also activate this engine. Very nice. So we need now to do half an orbit before we can do our deorbit burn. So at first let me set a marker here at the terminator in 12 minutes. Okay, let's turn around. I hope the thing won't flip over, and I hope I'm able to land on the surface and not in the water, because landing on solid ground is a little bit easier, because then it's not so much likely that the spacecraft will flip around like on a splashdown. Okay, it's a little bit early. I think I will do the deorbit burn maybe around here or so when I'm doing this. Then this is a little bit... yeah, maybe. Let's get a little bit closer and have a little steeper descent. Maybe like this, maybe like this. I hope that I'm not overshooting this time, as I did with the Eve Lander. Okay, burn is coming up. Oh, it's a quite significant burn to slow us down, but I like to do the steep descent in order to be sure that I'm arriving there where I like to arrive. Okay, let's see. How long does this burn will take? 40 seconds. Okay, this is quite a long time. Let's do it right now. And... okay. So, this means we should have enough charge, do we? Yes. Okay, we are now on a suborbital trajectory after the camera switched around. And... well, I have to use a space tug on top of this spacecraft, because it's the only thing to have a robotic guidance unit, because the lander is completely empty, there's no crew inside, and I like to return the spacecraft without having the need of launching at first a cosmonaut up into space in order to perform the landing. Okay, this was a little bit too aggressive. I think we should increase just a little bit our velocity again, so that we are... oh, well, that the trajectory is just a little bit overshooting over Kerbal Space Center. Maybe... okay, let's try it this way. I hope this is good enough. Okay, let's turn the spacecraft around, so that the engine is facing toward the... or is hitting the atmosphere at first. Okay, now, let's speed up. And... okay, there's the mountain ridge of Kerbal Space Center. This is very good. That's very good. Okay, let's speed up a little bit, so that we are getting closer. Oh, I hope I'm not crashing into the mountain. This would be a really bad outcome, and I hope I'm not overshooting again this time. I hope that I... okay, the atmospheric drag should start pretty soon. Okay, now we have the atmospheric drag going on. Very good. My biggest concern is that I will directly land on top of the mountain. This would be really bad. I hope that I at least fly past it, and I have my landing somewhere over here in the... on the plains, or on the grassland. This would be amazing. Okay. Now, the Gilly Lander is experiencing re-entry effects for the very first time. It is not as experienced as our Eve Lander, which has already survived one re-entry through the atmosphere of Eve. And yeah, okay, we are descending. We are not getting as close. Can we maybe... this would be interesting. Can we... oh, the drag... oh, no, 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 no. Okay, the atmospheric drag is preventing us from turning around. So, okay, we will be not as close as our Eve Lander. This is sad. This is really sad. But nevertheless, we are pretty close, and I think, well, no, I can't change this right now, and the engine is not powerful enough to do a change. Okay, okay, now things getting intense. I think again, below 4,900 meters. Okay, now it's time to pop the chutes. Let's switch off SAS. Very good, very good. Now we are gently gliding down. Let me extend the landing gear. Okay. We are still pretty fast. I hope the spacecraft will survive and will not be ripped apart when the chutes are fully deployed. Go. And okay, well done, well done. Okay, 8 meters per second or 7.9 meters per second. We can now speed things up a bit. Then I hope my engine is powerful enough to slow us down so that we have a gently touchdown and we are not start to flip over. Okay, let's get here. And I think, okay, now let's start using the engine. Okay, I need to almost throttle way up. Full throttle. And touchdown! Well done, well done. Look at this, look at this. We managed to bring this whole thing back alive. This is great. This is really cool, and this is looking even a little bit strange when you see how this thing is shaped. But yeah, we managed to land this safely on the surface of Kerbin. Well done, well done. Okay, and can we somewhere see there was this marker? How far? Yeah, we are 26.2 kilometers away from the launch pad. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Let's recover it. Okay, the Gilly Expedition lander has given us additional 1571 signs. Wow, this is cool. For gravity scans, okay, we have also the signs for in high space over Gilly, in space near Gilly, and from Gilly's surface. So we have a lot of great experiments and a lot of valuable data. This is cool, and I should have, yeah, over here, recovery of a vessel returned from the surface of Gilly. This was also important to me that I do have this one, this scientific data. This is cool, this is really cool, and we are now up to 9,917 signs. Wow. Parts. We got a lot of funds returned, and well, even for the monopropellant, and because we have returned some more parts than just the lander, and we are 25.4 kilometers away from KSC, and this gives us 96.8% value. Very nice, very nice. This was cool. This was really a successful landing. Okay, well done, well done. Let me just check the contracts. Nothing active. We still have our okay, the science data from space around ELO will be completed at some point, but the science data from space around Eve we need to launch later on, or we need to bring back our interplanetary stage back to Eve at some point. So far so good. I hope, well, they should not have any intersection in the science station and the Gilly Expedition, well, the interplanetary stage from the Gilly Expedition. And now, let me see, Albatross is still 5 days out of the Jewel encounter. Bop Expedition, when is your burn? Coming up in 17 hours already, okay. Touchdown 3 is still Lace Periapsis, 12 days out from the Lace Periapsis. And the Pole Expedition is still 10 days out from the Jewel Periapsis, so quite a while. And Dress Expedition, 22 days until the upcoming maneuver node. And where is my ELO supply mission? Over here. It will take additional 108 days until the arrival. Okay, so in this case we can now continue with our Bop Expedition and prepare our flight up to Bop, yeah, so that we are arriving at Bop. Let me just see, we are having our burn coming up in the next 17 hours and 43 minutes, and we have our Bop encounter in 1 day and 12 hours, so we can arrive at Bop without any issue that we are having with our other incoming flights. This is very nice. Okay, Duro Kerman is hopefully excited about this. Let me control from here. Okay. Aim for the maneuver node. Like here-ish. Okay, very good, very good. So, let me now speed up in time. And I just like again to use only 1,000 times time warp, because for me it's still so beautiful to see these muons orbiting around Jewel. This is such a great view. I can't get enough of this, and I'm always I'm also rewatching my episodes because I like these views. This is so beautiful, and well, for me this is also quite rewarding to create some Let's Play videos of Kerbal Space Program, because I can see all the time these great views over and over again, even though I'm already on the return flight or something like this. So for me it's also quite rewarding to watch this, and I have so much fun doing this, so this is just amazing. Okay, there is Lace, and around Lace is our Jewel Supply mission. Hopefully it's still orbiting there, and we are getting quite close as we are flying directly between Lace and Wall. This was beautiful. And 2 hours until our maneuver, 1 hour, a few minutes. Let's slow down a bit with the time warp, 100 times. Okay, we are now getting closer to Jewel again. 16 minutes. It will be a very gently and very short burn, I guess. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and let's stop here. Let's aim exactly at the maneuver node. Dirtle Kerbin, are you ready? Are you ready to change your trajectory so that you are arriving at Bop? He's not too active right now, but yeah, I hope he's ready. I hope he's ready. Let's get closer a little bit. Oh, Eve is beautiful. Not Eve. Lace is beautiful. Okay, let's very gently burn. Let's do it this way. Gently, gently. Okay, let's throttle a little bit up. It's just a gently burn. This is amazing. And, okay. Cut the engine. So, now we should have... We do have a Bop encounter with a Bop periapsis of 547 kilometers. I'm floating this way. And... oh, I think the main issue is that we are basically arriving in a retrograde motion, or in the opposite direction than Bop is orbiting, so we do not have much time to do our capture burn. I hope we are able to do this, but right now I need to have my access to the blue line. Okay, blue line over here. Can I move this thing a little bit upwards? I hope this is working. Yes, it's working. I'd like to bring it up maybe mid-cross somewhere. I hope this is working. Yeah, very good, because now maneuver, no, where's Bop? Bop is here, focus view. I like to change just a little bit. What do I need to do? No, then I'm losing my encounter. Then the encounter's lost again. Okay, 118 kilometers, this is good. I like to get as close as possible. 77 and 85. No, this is getting... now it's gone again. Come on. Okay, 77. 57. Okay, 57 is better. A very gently burn of 5.5 meters per second, coming up in 3 hours and 23 minutes. Then, of course, I hope that we are able to get captured by Bop, that I'm able to do the burn to get captured, because, well, we are approaching to it in the wrong direction, so we are floating in the wrong way. Maybe I should check one thing. Oh, and I should recover. Well, there was also some data I need to recover from my vessel. Good that I remember it right now. I will do this after the correction burn. Okay, now we are flying out in the outer regions of Jewel's sphere of influence. And, okay, don't overshoot, don't overshoot. I hope I do not need so much of a burn to get captured then by Bop. This is my biggest concern right now. Okay, let's do the burn. We have a beautiful view down to Wall. Okay, what have we done? 68 kilometers, 60 kilometers, 54, 49. Okay, 49. I'm okay with 49. So we had done somewhere an experiment. I think it was a temperature scan, right? Review data, yes. Temperature scan and log gravity data, log seismic data. Yeah, we did the temperature, don't fall off, temperature scan. Let me just recover it, take data, and board again. Okay, so we have rescued this data. Now, how long? 15 hours. I like to... Oh no, this is the same issue. Where's my spacecraft? Where's my spacecraft on the map? Why do I not see the spacecrafts on the map? Have I switched them off? Oh, I seem to have to switch them off. Why have I done this? I need to think a little bit. Can I then change also the trajectory of touchdown? No, not of touchdown, but of the pole expedition, so that pole expedition is orbiting in the right way. I think this would be quite important to do something like this, so that I do not have to deal with this issue once again. But this will happen in the next episode. In this case, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Sebi. See you!